Good morning, everyone. Okay, fair warning. I have to ask for your patience today, guys, because I want to get this video on today, Friday. I was thinking it would be tomorrow, but in all fairness, I want it on today. I've spent the last 2 days making 10 journal covers for August in the theme of lavender, and I've got to tell you, they are gorgeous. I am so happy, but it was late yesterday afternoon. I was just finishing up and I thought, oh my gosh, I have no video for Friday. And I kind of started to panic. And I figure, okay, if you don't see me on Friday, you know I'll be there Saturday. But I'd like to stick with the Friday, so we are making a tea bag pocket. This one is not, you'll see when I open it up, there's no tea bag. Isn't this cute though? Look at this. What we're making is, it's this but different. So this is typically where your tea bag would go into. I have decided I am going to be making little things like this and doing a live on TikTok and selling them. So this has to be, there's other things I need to do to this, but we are making, so this will not be given away. I will see next week if I can make another so that I've got two for next Friday, but we are going to be doing something like this. This side here will have your index card on it. And I didn't want to go downstairs to grab a tea bag, but I had this wipe and clear and it could go right in there. So just a really cute little happy mail for somebody, great for a teacher, great for a friend, maybe somebody that's not feeling well. You could put the tea bag here. You could write a sweet little note on this side. So just all around cute. Let's get going. You are going to need a 4 inch by 8.5. And when I did this, this really is the right side up, but I don't know about the front. Maybe so I kind of turn, yeah, I think we'll do it the right side up. So you're going to need a 4 by 8.5, and you're going to score this at, well, what are we going to score it at? That's a good question. I already scored mine. I believe 4 and 4.5 is, yes, you're okay. So you're going to need a 4 by an 8.5. You're going to score it at 4 and 4.5. That's going to give you that little spine there so that you can fill this up. So you're going to need that piece. Then you're going to need a pocket on the inside, and your pocket is going to be a 4 by 6.25. And you're going to take it long ways this way, and you're going to score it a 1/2 inch. You're going to turn it around. You're going to score the other side at a half an inch, and then you are going to, let's see which way I have this going. Then you're going to score it at 3.5, because you don't want them, when your pocket goes up, you want a little bit of a background. So you'll put it on and score it at 3.5. And is this going to be, yeah, the beautiful side. See, I didn't really think about it. The beautiful side is going to be hidden on the back. But, I mean, that's how it goes, guys. So, I'm debating if I want to, maybe I will just do a little bit of inking. Let's just do just a little bit, not, well, and I think I want to round the corners. You can make decorative corners on this if you want, but I think, well, we're going to put our, well, it isn't going to matter. Let's just, no, sorry guys. I'm like, why do you want to round the corners if you're going to put your index card in there and then have to re-round them. So, but then why do you want to ink? Because when you round your corners, you have to come back with your ink. So, yeah. This is another one of Ginger's little projects, but I have altered it to some degree. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, see, I'm doing just the tiniest little bit. It's my sister Scrapper. This was one of her little oldies but goodies. And so I got to playing. You know, you can only work on journal covers for so long and you just need a little break. Okay, I'm not going to do the inside because we're going to have to come back to this. Let's look at let's look at this for a second. So you've got your scoring. You know this is going to be your front. So we are going to cut off the long edges of this because we don't need them. So you can get out your cutter, and you can do this with your cutter if you want. And I'm going to come in a little bit like that on here so there's not so much bulk. And you're going to do that, of course, on both sides. I'm going to turn this over. And then I'm going to show you what I did on the other one. So Ginger, when she made this, it was just like this. But what I did is I made this a back pocket as well. So you've got two pockets here, and I'm gonna stick to that. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my envelope cutter. And let's see, I don't remember what I say. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the 2. That's not gonna be right. I want the center, and that's 4. How did I do that? Put that on the half. Why would I do that? Okay, I'm not even remembering what I did. Yeah, guys, that's what happens. You just kind of lose it a little bit. So we're just gonna take this type of a thumbnail, and we're not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna have to think about that. You don't realize it, but when you do 10 journals, I mean, it's a lot of work, and your brain just kind of gets a little fried. Not a big deal, but yeah. So we're gonna ink this, and then we're literally gonna just glue. You can see what we've done. So we don't have to go all the way down because it's going to be hidden. Just kind of want to give our folds a shout out to I'm here. And you can see it does make a difference to have that. So what we're going to do is make up our mind of what's going to be right and what's going to be. We can go ahead and ink this. This side we can go ahead and ink. So here is, yeah. We go ahead and ink this because this is where we're going to put our pocket. So this side would then be essentially done. And there's several things that you can do with this idea. You could put a little journal in here if you wanted, journal pages. You could put the pages in here where you flip it up, you know, just have like scratch papers to put in your purse or leave in your car, you know, that you just would rip off. But I think as a gift for someone, this is just the cutest. So we're gonna glue this down, these pockets. And Ginger was a huge score tape user. She loved score tape way more than glue. So This is perfect if you want to use score tape. And of course you can decorate your pocket. Get out your washi tape, get out your die cuts, get out your stickers, however you want that to go. So I hope everybody's, also you can wrap these around if you want to go that route too. You can wrap these around to the back, but I want to use tags in the back, and so I don't want a lot of bulk. This is going to work perfect the way it is. There you go. So there's where your little tea bag is going to go in. And if you wanted to, you could take this to the machine as well, if you like that look. So this then, and I'm thinking, you know what? I may have waited too long. No, I can do it. I don't like the harshness of those corners. So I think this is gonna look better. So I just rounded those a little bit. And so here we go. Isn't that just cute? Cute, cute. So we're gonna glue this down, and like I said, we're making this a pocket. It is not just a tea bag holder. Ginger's was just a tea bag holder. So this is a pocket. Just gives you another point of access to add something. So right here is where your little tea bag would go in. I mean, guys, it's so cute. And then you can put your little tag back there, and then we've got this side here. So this side is going to get a handy dandy index card. So, and then you're just gonna start decorating however you want. I will tell you what Ginger did to hers. I'll show you in just a second. I think that'll be enough glue. And I think I will use the red line. Get it straight. You don't want it over the fold, and we're not, so we're good. Take a drink. Might be a little off. I am, but it's not enough to notice. We're gonna cut this. So how's everyone's summer going? Well, I hope it's hot here, but it would be. Okay, so now we will round these corners. And sometimes when the glue is wet, it should go on that side. That just makes more sense, Charlotte. Okay. So let's just round these corners. I wish I could tell you what paper this was. This was a scrap. Oh, wait a second. I do have the bottom, so I can show you. I know Nancy messaged me about, I'm pretty sure it was Graphic 45 Love Notes. She had gotten something that, this was Misty Rose collection, and it's Prima. Is this Prima? Yes. This is Prima Misty Rose collection. Scented love letters. I do not know if this is still in print. Probably, but I'm not sure. So, okay, what Ginger had done, you could see I put an eyelet on both ends. What Ginger had done, and I'm giving you this information just so that if you may prefer this, she took a ribbon and went underneath. She had used a like a file folder or plain cardstock. And so she had put a ribbon all the way across, and then she came over the top and the back using a patterned cardstock, and that's why you see this here, because then she also added a strip here. What I did is I used a pretty cardstock to begin with, so I don't have to do that. But if you want something that's a little bit thicker and maybe a little more stable, you'd have 2 layers. So that's an option. But for me, I think this is beautiful and it's good enough. I'm not displeased or unhappy with this. So it's like, do we want to decorate the front? And you could see all that is to the left of me. You would be, Charlotte. I don't know that I do have a couple pieces here, but we could make a tag. I've got this here that would be pretty. You could make a pocket. This is so beautiful, though. I just really hate to cover it up. So I think I'm not. But you can do whatever you want to do. But let's see what we can put on here. Do we want butterflies? That might work. Do I have something that's got a little more pink? Let me see, those are stickers. I'm not sure. Maybe one on the inside would be cute. Wish I could tell you where I got those, but I don't remember. Let's see if we can use something out of there. I'd like to put something on the front. I could do that, but it's not my first choice. That might be pretty. Better than kind of a red and an orange. That might work. All right, well, we could hunt all day. What's the point? No point to hunting all day. So let's put this back here. Which do we like? I'm going to go with this one here. I think I am, but he needs something on the bottom. We need something. You know what? Maybe we will use this because it's got gold. Let's see how this looks. Okay. I don't want this though. Put that in our ephemera pile. Okay, let's see. Yeah, like that much better. So let's attach this. And I'm sitting there thinking we need a way to close it. But you don't have to use an eyelet. I'm going to pull it over here because I do want to see that. I like that. Let's put that there. Put a little glue here. If you're wondering, I still have I've got one kit left, guys, for June. No, for July. One kit. 6 people that have it in their cart. Of course, that doesn't mean anything. But there's one kit left. So if you're at all interested, well, we're not going to wrap we are going to need eyelets, but I'm thinking, look at how cute that is. I am thinking, do we have something here that might work? don't really like that. Don't like that. Too yellow. None of these may work. I've got a Martha Stewart punch. I could pull out a punch, but I have to do it on the floor. It's so hard to punch. I can't do it on camera. Let's see, do y'all see any? Ooh, this might work. The sticker, it's big, but we could. Ooh, that's really pretty. Let's see, I like that better. Don't know where I got these. Can't tell you. There's no yellow in this, and so I'm kind of like, there's gold, but no yellow. All right, let's make a decision. I'm going to say no to this because of the yellow. Come on, pick it up. That you just really can't see it. This one you can, so let's just use this one. Now, we have to be able to get this apart. Tickets on here would be super cute. My brain is racing with things, the options of what we could do with this. I think a little pocket here with some cute little tickets would be adorable. It's kind of where my brain is going. I'm sure that this is a sticker. And I have fingernail, you can see. I think I got it. Yep, there we go. Oh. Okay. So we're gonna put this here, and I neglected to put these away. Oh, so cute. Okay, guys, so once you start filling this up, we do need, I've just got butterflies all over the place. We do need a tag, at least one tag to go with this. So I'm thinking, do I have my tag punch? This one might be too small. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Look at how pretty that is. Let's punch this and see what we get. I think it's too small, but let's use it. And we will cut one for the back as well, because I am thinking. That's too small. This is too small, but we're going to use it. You have the option, too, of a pocket on the back of this. I mean, this could just be these that I want to auction off. I've got these. I'm going to come in and just really fill them up. I think I will put a tea bag in there, but I need to put ribbons on here. I'm going to do more to that, but I think it'll be fun. So we put that there, but then we need one that is, I wonder if I can get this hole. Let's see if we can get this hole tag on here, this hole. Hate to lose the butterfly, but sometimes that's just how it goes. That's a pretty cute strip of ribbon. Let's see if this will work. See if this will go in there. It'll go in here because this has no glue marks, but it won't go in here the way that it is. Barely. So let's see if we just take it all the way to the edge on both sides. That might give us enough. This is just like a little hair, barely noticeable, but I think that'll work. And I think all I'm going to do on here is around the corners and ink it a bit. And if you wanted to, you could take this and you could add a cute little pocket here, put some ephemera in it. All the index cards are gone except for Robin. Robin, I had hoped to put it in your box. I had your box all closed up, ready to go beforehand. So I will get that out to you by Monday, no later. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, this will go in. Ooh, maybe. Doesn't want to. Let's take this out. There we go. There we go. Hubby just walked by. Don't know where he's going. Okay, tea bag in here. I'm gonna have to remember to put a tea bag in here. You can see you've got quite a bit of room in there to really make this into, you can make this into a little booklet if you wanted, and it would be super cute. But I think it's adorable the way that it is. If you don't want yours this with this much room in it, go ahead and cut this down to maybe 1/4 instead of a 1/2 inch, and then you won't have so much space. But we need a way to keep this closed, I think. I just think it's way cuter if it's got the little strings. So let's punch. Let's make sure we're even. Let's punch a little hole. Is that the big one? Just need the little one. And we're just gonna do it like this. We're not gonna worry about it. We did not get the pocket. That's something you want to watch out for because you don't want to get the pocket. And then we need, I've got gray and silver and shiny silver, and so it's trying to match them up so you don't get too oddball looking eyelets. So let's see if we've got people coming for dinner tonight. So, no, go again. There we go. And on this end. And then I think I've got some pink baker's twine. We could do the green. Let's see what we've got. There we go. Okay, that looks good. So let's get out our bag of tricks. Green would be okay, but I do believe pink. Let's use pink. I'm saying pink because I think it'll make a bigger statement. That should be plenty. Okay. So then, see if I can get 2 of these in there. What did I do on this one? Oh, I tied it because the I couldn't get 2 through. Let's see if I can, no. Yeah. Let's just do this. We'll tie it. We won't worry about it. Scattered. I feel scattered this morning. It's because there's so much on my mind. But I really, really wanted to get this done so that you would have your video. And I will remember, hopefully, to put a tea bag in here. Jeez, Charlotte. And whoever wins this, if you don't like the tea bag, just share it or throw it out. So there you go. And we'll tie this off. And you can see how cute this is. And like I said, it'd make a really, really sweet little mini book. She certainly have the room. Look at that. It is super cute. And if we prop these up, we get the little 3D effect. Look at how cute that is. So guys, this is our make today. And just want you to see that you have options of what you want to, whatever it is that you want to do with this. I'm sorry that this has been late, but we do have a couple things to give away. And never heard from, we're going to go again with these, but remember last week, this is what we made. So let's give these away. So this one here, see, how do these go? They go like that. Yeah, y'all really like these, so that made me very happy. Thank you, thank you. So the orange flower on the front, the lily. How about Nancy Beebe? Okay, I can remember Nancy Beebe told me. It was a while back. She says, here's my address. She says, I never win anything. Well, Nancy, yeah, you do, girl. Yeah, you do. And then we've got the blue one. Yeah, you do. So, let's see. Beth Ann. Congratulations, Beth Ann. Beth Ann is fairly new, I do believe. So, I'm pretty sure I've got Beth Ann's address. I'm pretty sure she sent it to me. So that is that, but we've got these. So if you remember, these came from, I've got my little crystals. I'm just having, you know, it's sad to me that people that enter into a giveaway don't watch to see if they've won or not, because you know they're excited, and it's just sad to me that they didn't. So how about the lavender one? Let's do that. Okay. I hope this is somebody I have an address for, because I've had these now for a couple weeks. Nancy Beebe, look at that. That's fantastic. All right, Nancy, you have changed your luck, girl. Okay, I know that's going in the mail, so I will send those two together. This one here with the dangles, so cute, and they do have a tag inside. It's kind of disappeared, but it's in there. All right, good luck. I hope it's somebody. I don't have to keep this. Okay, Brenda Clark. Yay! All right, ladies, I will get these out this week because they are just kind of sitting here. I can dispose of these because that is done for another year. All right, let me know what you think about this. I am going to download this and get it on today. Thank you for your patience. I know lately with me, it's like you don't know what you're getting. But you know, I guess you could say that keeps life very exciting. So make this, let me know what you think. And I think I'm going to try to do one that's got the 1/4 inch spine and see how that works. But hop over to my sister Scrapper and have a look at Ginger's tutorials, because she was an excellent teacher, just excellent. So everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you in Monday's video. Take care. Bye.